Hi, hello, and welcome to yet another episode of IPL Titbits with Gully Cricket. Hi, Shash. So, you
Hi.
had another cracker yesterday. So, to start with, we have this guy from England. First scored a century at Divay Patil, then at Brabon, and yesterday at Wankhede. So, what next? A century at Pune?
Well, why not? I mean, he might want to take all the boxes. It's just unbelievable the way, he's been consistent at getting hundreds. I mean, I just want to put it this way. Generally, when you talk about the word butler, what you associate with someone who's, cooking up dishes. So this guy is actually dishing out hundreds. And yesterday, what he gave out to everyone was a sizzler. That was a sizzler from Butler, basically. So, I mean, he initially started off with a few lucky boundaries, I would say, uh, going behind the wicket yeah. But then, once they didn't get off to a fast start. They were like 29 for no loss in 5 overs. But after that, it was just madness. Butler just got into his own. For me, it's not surprising that seeing the way he's played before, that these sort of innings are being produced by him. It's just that the consistency with which he's getting hundreds in this format is what is very surprising, is what I would say. I think the sort of wickets that he's also playing in suits his style of play. These are generally wickets which tend to come onto the bat well, and don't offer much turn or a challenge, I would say. So he's enjoying, but yeah, I mean, it's just brilliant for Rajasthan that he's stepping up every time.
Yeah. So, when I asked you about if you score a century at Pune next, so you said why not? So, here is
Yeah,
something to worry for all the RCB fans. RR is playing RCB next at Pune. So, we'll
oh
have to watch out. Okay,
yeah.
so moving on, Shas, almost everything clicked right for RR in the past few games, and except for Padikkal. But now Padikkal
Correct.
also got to his 50 and has taken some brilliant catches. Is this the 11 that's going to get them the second trophy? What do you think?
Well, it's too early to say whether they'll get the trophy, but they're definitely doing the things right in terms of winning games. And it was very important that Padikkal got some runs, because just seeing this guy play, I'm pretty sure he'll make it to the Indian team sometime sooner rather than later, because this guy has a lot of talent. He's tall for a starter. For an opening batsman, I don't think we've had anyone of that stature before. All
Hmm.
right. And then I think he's got a lot of elegance with him as well, and he has improved his power game as well. I guess he was scoring at a strike rate of more than 150 yesterday. So these are all encouraging signs, taking forward. uh, I would just wish him all the best and hope that he continues to play like this.
He can definitely make it looking at the kind of shots he played yesterday and even in last year RCB versus RR game.
Correct.
So,
Hmm.
now moving on to DC's inning. In the last over, there was 36 runs required, and Powell hit three sixes in three balls. But then there was a pause in the game due to the no ball controversy. Did that spoil the whole momentum?
Well, 36 of 6, what is the probability of getting that? Maybe, I don't know, like 0.00001%. Yeah, I mean, it's almost an impossible task. But the fact that Roman Powell gave that hope by striking the first three balls for sixes itself is incredible. The power that that guy possesses. I feel somewhere DC messed up the batting order a little bit also yesterday. That sort of cost them the game in the end. But yeah, chasing something over 220 is always going to be tough. You need every small thing to click for you. Talking about that incident, I felt it could have been handled better. Maybe the umpires also could have referred it rather than arguing, because it did seem a little high, and it wouldn't have costed them much, maybe a minute, where they would just check, and if it was a no ball, then both the teams would have been happy. I mean, still Rajasthan would have won it, considering the last three balls hardly went for any runs. So yeah, I mean, it is something that probably the BCCI has to look after, because it just spoils I think it also broke the momentum of DC, that particular intervention that happened as well, because when you're going in a flow, you just want that to be maintained. And I think I was just reading on quick info that when Ashwin was fielding and Padikkal was there at point, so Padikkal looked at Ashwin and said, "Do you think this is happening?" He was referring to the 6 sixes. So basically, then Ashwin said, "Oh, I mean, it can, but I'm hoping it is not going to happen." So that was a sort of nervousness that the Rajasthan Royal players were feeling as well. So I would say it was totally uncalled for, something that the players might look after in the future.
So when you have a Caribbean player batting, you never know what could happen. He could have gone for six
Correct.
sixes, maybe like how Carlos Brathwaite did it. So
Yeah, I hit
yeah,
4 sixes.
yeah. So you could have made two more, I think. So yeah, when technology is available, I think they should have made use of it. So that was it from yesterday's game. DC came very close, but they could not cross the line. So it was all Buttler's show, and he got the man of the match also. So that was from yesterday's game. So we'll move on to today's game. We have a double header again. So first one is between the KKR and Gujarat Titans. So now KKR have finished all their games at Brabon. So they'll be happy, right, that they're playing at the DY Patil today.
Yeah, definitely. Considering the record that they have there, they would have wanted a change in venue so that to see if that actually brings in a change in fortunes for them. Yeah, I mean, DY Patil has, I would say it's a sort of a ground, which is an even keel for both the batsmen and the bowlers. The boundaries are slightly longer, so you have to hit it really well in order to, get it over the boundary. Whereas Wankhede sometimes, as you saw yesterday, that certain misses can also go for sixes. Yeah, but KKR have their work cut out, to be honest. Like, if they want to stake a claim in the top four, they need to start winning games. They need to get the combination right. It's been a disappointing season for someone like Varun Chakravarti and even Pat Cummins after that initial innings that he played against Mumbai. They've just leaked a lot of runs, which has not helped the KKR bowling attack. So would they think of any changes is something that is to be seen, which might give them a better balance in their team.
All right. So talking about changes, I think the only weak link in Gujarat Titan team is the number three position. So they have been shuffling it between Sai Sudarshan and Vijay Shankar. So what do you think would be the ideal number three there?
Well, yeah, I mean, Vijay Shankar as a player, I saw a bit of promise in him when I saw him play initially for India, but it's actually been quite disappointing, how he's not even made any handy contribution this particular season for the Gujarat Titans. He's unfortunately just found ways of getting out, be it like, getting caught behind of wide balls or anything of that sort. It's like the things have just not gone his way. On the other hand, Sai Sudarshan has given a few decent performances. Maybe it is time, like Gujarat sort of maybe go back to him, since he's at least given them some runs, and that might come in handy in a crucial game for them.
All right. So both are good teams, and both have impact players as well. But what do you think is going to be the result? Which team is going to go home with 2 points tonight?
Well, considering that KKR for starters are playing away from Brabon, they might have a chance of getting one over today, though it'll be quite tough considering the form that Gujarat Titans have been in. So it will be a difficult one for KKR. So I would back the Gujarat Titans to probably, emerge winners tonight.
All right. And if Gujarat manages to do that, they'll be back on number one position on the points table. So that was it about the first match. Now we have another exciting game tonight. The fan favorite RCB, fan favorite because both of us are supporting RCB, are playing against the SRH, who are on a roll now.
Correct.
So first things first, I know the RCB batting can do better. So what changes do you want to see in the top three, Sash?
Well, I would honestly would like Kohli to probably get opening, just give him that license to go after the bowling, or like, let's say, because that is when he can actually express himself as well, because we've traditionally seen that he struggles a bit in the middle overs, maybe ask him to express himself during the power play and then play the anchor role during the middle overs, where the other batsman can take on the mantle of increasing the run rate. Now, also, apart from that, I would probably like to see Lomror being given a chance, because this guy can strike the ball really well, and he's a left-hander. Along with that, he gives a handy off-spinning option as well. So I think it would be a like replacement for Anuj Rawat. What this does is it just strengthens the batting even more. We've seen that the middle order has been really good for RCB. Now, if the top order starts firing, I would say they would rake up like really high scores.
All right. And you mentioned that long road gives a spinning option. He also plays really well against spin when he bats. So that would be
Correct.
exciting to watch. So yeah, talking about spin. Now, whenever RR used to play RCB, even though if he's benched for the whole season, RR would bring out Shreyas Gopal just because Virat can't play. Can we say something similar today since Shreyas Gopal is in SRH?
Oh, well, since T20 is generally a game of matchups, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually play him tonight. You know, I wouldn't say he can't play him. I would say he gets out to him a little too often for my
Mhm.
liking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it might be a trump card, you know, which SRH might use against Virat. If at all, they can bring him out. I mean, I've actually asked for his inclusion, irrespective of whether he's playing against Virat or not, considering that I don't think they've gone in with any leg spinner until now. So, because leg spinners generally, even though they go for a few runs, they do get you wickets, and that is very important in T20 games, especially so that you can hold the momentum of the opposition team.
All right. So the SRH team looks dangerous. Uh, Umran Malik is actually looking forward to take Virat Kohli's wicket. And so we move to the final question of the day. Forget that you are an RCB fan. Who do you think will win?
I mean, see, it's a tough one considering that SRH have been doing quite well of late. I think they won the last 4 games as well. And it seems like, they're feeling confident as a team. But why I would back RCB is because they've sort of won games from difficult situations. So I think that would sort of put them in good stead. You know, we've always had like either 60 for 4 or 70 for 4. And then we've been able to post totals of 180 plus. Now, those are very encouraging signs. So in that regard, I would say RCB would probably just, might eke out a win against SRH.
All right. So that's your prediction that RCB might win today. So
Yeah,
with that, we conclude the video, but we have the man of the match contest. Now, the man of the match was Josh Buttler, obviously, for this 100. But we got 14 entries with Josh Buttler. And
yeah,
my spin wheel looks like the flywheel which the kids play with. So, but
correct.
we didn't get 14 likes. So people who are commenting, make sure you like the video. Otherwise, we'll not give you
Yes.
the voucher. Yeah. Okay. So I'll spin it. There are 14.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh, Jasmeet. Look who, okay. So here we have a guy who's actually won before as well, or like let's say in the previous seasons. So he's back again. Yeah.
He's won this season also, actually.
Yeah. Is it? Okay. So Jas is the man for tonight.
Yeah. So congratulations,
Congrats.
Jazz. Yeah, and
Yeah.
do send us a mail because I think you're not redeemed your previous voucher as well. So for all our viewers, do predict. We have a man of the match contest today. For 2 matches, you have 2 chances
Correct.
to win the voucher. You can predict the name before the start of second innings of each game, and make sure
Correct.
you like the video. We are not going to give the
And
vouchers now if you
share and
don't.
subscribe.
Yeah. So yeah, with that we conclude our video. Enjoy cricket and have fun. Cheers.